Michael here with the goatee and the latest soap opera recap. Here's what happened on the soaps last week. Let's start with General Hospital. Spinelli and Nathan got into a boxing match. It was mainly an excuse for Nathan to take off his shirt. He does that all the time. The dude is allergic to t-shirts. They were fighting to see who can date Maxie. Maxie found out and she decided they are both idiots. So she dumped them and moved on with her life. But don't worry, I'm sure this love triangle will reappear next month. Next, we have Michael and Morgan. Morgan broke into Michael's house to kidnap his daughter/baby sister. I'm still not over that premise yet. That's still a weird premise. Anyway, Morgan was going to kidnap the baby, but Michael stopped him. Turns out Morgan's an evil genius. He wasn't there to kidnap the baby. He was there to put drugs in Michael's drugs. So now they're super drugs. Michael took his allergy medicine, he got all super drugged up, and nothing happened after that. That was on Monday. Michael didn't show up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or the next Monday. Basically, he was so drugged out that he didn't appear for the rest of the week, and they just dropped that storyline. Okay, so next we have the weirdest storyline of the group. Jake and Elizabeth have decided to become an official couple. They're officially a couple when the doorbell rings and there's a woman there named Hayden. She is Jake's wife. He doesn't remember her because he has amnesia. Okay, that's the premise. That's just the premise. Here's the plot twist. Turns out he doesn't remember her because she's not his wife. She's just pretending to be his wife. Rick, he's my goatee buddy, he paid this woman a ton of money to pretend to be Jake's wife. He's forged a bunch of documents. He took photos of their wedding and their life together and went through a lot of trouble just because he thinks maybe this will win Elizabeth back. I don't get it. It's just weird that this woman is completely faking a whole life with Jake, and Jake is confused. He's just like this the whole time. I don't understand. Yeah, that is basically how he reacted. So 100% accurate impersonation there. Next we have Franco and Nina. So Franco and Nina have both started pretending to be crazy. They've been pretending to be crazy. They went to trial this week. The judge decided that they cannot be kicked off the show because they're main characters. That basically happens whenever anybody goes to trial. The judge always rules in their favor no matter what. So Franco and Nina, Franco is my goatee buddy, that's why I like him. So Franco and Nina are free to do whatever they want, and they want to be evil. Which is great. We've seen Franco be evil, we've seen Nina be evil, but we've never seen them be evil together, and it was great. So they went to Olivia and they started blackmailing her, and yeah, it was just really good. There was a lot of stuff with Olivia and Julian Jerome. She's having Julian's baby, but he doesn't know it. And Julian was also doing posturing with Duke Lavery. Julian's like, "Hey, I'm the worst bad guy in town." And Duke's like, "No, you're not, Julian. I am going to defeat you. You are evil." "Oh, well, you think you can defeat me? I'm a better mafia guy than you." I don't really quite understand why Duke is in charge of the mafia family. They say it's because Sonny is in the courtroom battle, but that was weeks ago, okay? The custody suit is over. Sonny lost. He can go back to having a real life now. I don't understand why he just has to be gone. But, whatever. That was mostly what it was on Monday. I'm recording this on Monday. Basically, Jordan was trying to get Duke to confess, and he didn't want to confess. And he's like, I think I'm going to have to kill her. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Final storyline of the week was the storyline with Evil Luke, and I know this is popular with other fans, but I wasn't watching General Hospital in the 1980s. I was born in the 1980s, okay? So I don't know what these storylines are or who these characters are. Basically, Luke is going back into the 1980s to find his sister Patricia and her daughter, and so I don't know who these characters are, and it was just really kind of off for me. I'm told that on Wednesday they're doing a thing for the 1960s storyline, so if you've been watching the soap opera forever, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure you'll love it. I haven't, so I don't really know what's going on. All I see is Luke with a gun threatening various women, and that's all he did this week. Okay. Next we have Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives. Ben and Abigail, I guess they're an okay couple. Ben wants Abigail to move in with him, and she's not sure. And that was their entire storyline for this week. I don't know how they managed to drag it out a whole week, but they did. Speaking of dragging things out, we're finally getting somewhere with the storyline with Serena. Serena finally found the diamonds hidden inside the elephant. And we finally got an explanation for this, which is why I really liked it. Serena apparently is an evil person who's stealing diamonds. And Xander, he's her friend, or he's her evil boss. And so he's forcing her to steal the diamonds. And so this week was a big showdown between her and her boss, and fortunately he gave a lot of explanation as to what's been happening the past month. So that's what I really liked about it. And he was really bad and mean, and she was obviously gorgeous like she always is, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm too gorgeous, you can't be mean to me." And he's all, "But I have an accent which means I must be mean." And that was basically what happened. I look forward to seeing what's gonna happen next. I don't really see a happy ending to this storyline. Either Serena's going to give the diamonds to Xander and he goes away, but you know that's never gonna happen, or he's going to kill her, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so other storylines. So Paige and JJ. So JJ slept with Paige's mom. And Daniel finally realized what happened. He finally realized that JJ cheated on Paige with her mother, which is just a gross, disgusting premise, by the way. It's just gross. But Daniel finally figured out, and so who does he go to? He doesn't go to Paige, he doesn't go to JJ, he doesn't go to the mom. Instead, he goes to his ex-girlfriend, Jennifer, to talk to her about it. So it was really... You know, it was a good premise that, you know, Daniel's found out and he's finally going to do something and finally make this storyline end. But no, instead he just goes to Jennifer and they just have angst because they're not together anymore. But maybe Daniel will continue. I want to see Daniel confront JJ and actually bring an end to the storyline. That would be nice. Speaking of storylines, oh man, the Paul, Will, and Sunny storyline, and this has been the main storyline of the week. It's a love triangle. It's our gay love triangle between Paul, Will, and Sunny. And basically, this is moving too slowly for my liking. I saw Monday. So, the cliffhanger for the previous week is that Sunny saw Paul. You know, Sunny was walking through the town square and he saw Paul. So, Monday's episode, we have to see everybody's reaction to this. We have scenes of Paul talking to his mother about it. We have scenes of Sunny talking to his mother about it. We have scenes of Sunny talking to Will about it. So, I mean, it was just way too much focus on everyone, is what I'm trying to say. It's okay if Paul and Sunny meet each other. I don't want to hear about it 5 times. So what happened is that Will decided to get up in Paul's face about it, and then we got to see everybody's reaction to that. We have to see how Sunny feels about that, and then how Paul feels about that, and how Will feels about it, and that causes Paul and Sunny to talk to each other, and then we get to see how Will feels about that, and how Paul feels about that, and how Sunny feels about it. It's like, can't they just talk and, you know, can't they all just start punching each other or kissing each other or whatever it is they're going to do instead of reacting to reactions, which are reactions to reactions, which are also reactions. Just keep moving. Let's just keep moving, okay? And finally, Clint spikes Teresa's drink. So this was a weird storyline. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I missed a couple of days, so... Clint is Teresa's ex-boyfriend. He came back and he started drugging her out. He put drugs into her drink so he could take her blood sample. So he took a blood sample from her elbow. This is called an elbow, right? So he took blood from her elbow and then he left. He had a run-in with Melanie and she was going to stop him, but then she didn't. So Melanie has figured out the evil plan. I don't know what the evil plan is. So the bad guy took blood from Teresa and he took blood from Brady. What? that's all I know. So I'm sure this is going to be interesting. Maybe like they secretly stole Teresa's baby or something like that. I have no idea. But it's just I don't understand where the storyline is going right now. So, I don't think it was a very good week for Days of Our Lives, is what I'm trying to say. I think it's going to be better. Just this week on Monday we had John. John's always fun. And it looks like we're ramping up the romance between Lucas and the woman whose name starts with an A. Adrian, is that her name? Yeah. So it looks like they're going to ramp up that romance, which is so thrilling. I can't remember the names of the characters involved. And what else? Well, I'm sure it's going to be something crazy, like Paul is secretly Stefano's son, and I don't know, I like Days of Our Lives. I haven't seen Marlene in a while. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her, but, I think this might be the week for Days of Our Lives. Last week, not so much. So, that's it for Soap Opera Recap this week. Next week, I'll be talking about the soap operas. Just kidding. This is an April Fool's Day video, in case you haven't figured it out by now. Mary, my stepdaughter, does want me to do a new video series with her, so we'll be trying it out this month. But it won't be a soap opera recap series. It will be us reviewing something completely different. We'll try it out for a month and see if it's at all good. So, happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Keep watching those soap operas, okay?